12-year-old Zara had a special talent. She could make anything boring into chaotic fun. So when her teacher announced a History Highlights project, everyone groaned. But Zara, she just smirked and thought, let's make the past interesting. That night, instead of, actually doing her homework, Zara was scrolling through memes on her old tablet. As she tapped the screen, it glitched out, making those old Windows error noises, and suddenly, boom! She fell right into a wormhole. When she finally landed, she wasn't in her room anymore. She was in a dusty workshop that looked like it was pulled straight from a Renaissance-themed Pinterest board. A man with long hair, ink-stained hands, and the stressed-out energy of someone who totally forgot to pay rent walked in. It was Leonardo da Vinci. He just blinked at her. "You are not from around here." Zara snorted. "Dude, neither are half your inventions." He showed her his sketches, flying machines, weird gadgets, and prototypes for things that wouldn't exist for centuries. Zara realized Leonardo wasn't just some painter. He was the original multitasker. The guy who couldn't pick just one major in college and decided, fine, I'll do everything. It was the same energy as kids today trying to balance school, TikTok, Minecraft, and a part-time job. Before she could ask him about the Mona Lisa's smile, the tablet glitched again. This time, she landed in a dense forest, right next to a young woman guiding to very clueless-looking explorers. It was Sacagawea. She turned around with a look that just screamed, "Oh, great. Another kid with questionable footwear." Sacagawea was leading Lewis and Clark the rivers over mountains and across endless wilderness with no GPS, no Google Maps, not even a compass emoji to help her out. Zara tagged along and learned something fast. Sacagawea had the patience of a saint. She dealt with treacherous journeys, unpredictable weather, and to grown men who probably couldn't find their way out of a paper bag. She was basically that one responsible friend who has to lead the group because everyone else is completely directionally hopeless. Whoosh! Another glitch from the tablet. Zara found herself on a windy beach where two brothers were arguing over a pile of wood and fabric. It was Orville and Wilbur Wright. They were trying to get a machine off the ground that looked like it was built from spare parts and pure hope. Every time it crashed, they'd just yell, "We'll fix it." Like a couple of YouTubers trying to finish a DIY challenge at 3 in the morning. Zara watched them fail, fix it, fail again, and fix it again. And then, finally, it flew. It hit her then. History isn't about perfect geniuses who got everything right on the first try. It's about people who kept trying. Long after any normal person would have given up and gone home for snacks, they were the original kings of trial and error. One last zap, and Zara fell right back onto her bedroom floor. She looked at her blank project document. But now, it wasn't so blank in her head. Her History Highlights project was about to be legendary. She wrote about Leonardo da Vinci, the OG multitasking genius. She wrote about Sacagawea, the ultimate guide who basically carried an entire expedition on her back. And she wrote about the Wright brothers, who crashed more times than a bad Wi-Fi signal but never gave up. She realized history wasn't just a bunch of dusty facts and dates. It was about real people dealing with real problems just like us. But without smartphones, Zara turned her adventure into a slideshow so epic that her teacher actually asked if she got help. Zara just winked. Nope, just a little inspiration. And that's the real highlight of history, finding the amazing, relatable, and totally human stories behind the names in our textbooks. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more adventures.